Name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Hi, my nice students. Today in this video, we are going to talk about the simple past and the past continuous. How to change an affirmative or a statement to negative or questions. Are you ready for this? And then after this, I'm going to check for you the homework in the language book page 20 and practice book page 13. Are you ready for this? Okay, let us start. As you know that the past simple shows that you are talking about something has already happened and finished. Okay, like for example, she walked to she walked to school when yesterday. So we used here adverb of time yesterday because it's happened and finished. I'm talking about an action that have been done by this lady or this girl in the past. Okay, as you know that we have two kinds of verbs that we must use in the simple present. Either we use irregular or regular. What does this mean? Irregular verbs are the verbs that change their spelling or their form, like wrote, like ate, and blah 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 blah. Here, irregular past means that you have the verb and this verb change it is spelling. And also one of the kinds of irregular verbs are those who do not change, like put, hit. Here their past tense and their present form is the same. Put, in the present we say put, in the past we say put, and hit we say hit in the present and hit in the past. So irregular verbs either change their form, their spelling, like wrote and ate, or keep their form in the past and a past participle, put and hit. But the regular verbs are the verbs that just we form their past tense or their past continuous by just adding ed or d, like played, watched, and like here, if my verb is dance, just I add d, this is a regular. So the regular verb played, we add to the play in the present ed to change it into the past. Watch, we add ed to change it from present to the past. And then as you see that the present form of the verb dance end with e, just I add d to change it to the past tense. As we said that the regular form of the verb to change it from present to past is by adding ed or d. Okay, so in order to have verbs in the past, we use regular or irregular form for the verb. We said the irregular form, either we change its spelling or we change the spelling as write, wrote, and eat, ate, we change the spelling, or we put the verb as it is to change it into past simple or past participle, like put and hit. Then we said that the regular verb keep their form in the past tense and past participle by adding ed or d. Have you got this? Okay. Now, and then let us talk about the adverb of time. The adverb of time is when the past simple action happened. We use yesterday and last plus time, last week, last month, last year, or period of time and then ago, 10 years ago, 2 months ago, 2 weeks ago. Have you got this? That's why here I used yesterday to indicate that this adverb of time means the action that I used here is simple past tense. Okay, now the most important things today is the negative form. The negative form. Before we start to do the negative form of the past simple, I want you to know first what do we mean by verb to be. Verb to be The verb to be in English, we have 3 verb to be, 3 in the present and 3 in the past. Because our topic here today, we are going to talk about the simple past tense or the past simple tense. Here I want to show you the present, the verb to be in the past. We have was or were. These are the verb to be. Was for he, she, it. Were for they, you, we. Here also we say I was, she was, he was, it was, but here they were, we were, you were. Okay, don't forget this. And then we have the verb to do. Also verb to do, we have verb to do in the present and verb to do in the past, but here because we talk about the past simple tense, here we use did. And did for all the pronouns. She did, he did, I did, we did, you did, all. Here it doesn't matter if the subject is singular or plural for did. Okay, so when I say verb to be in the past, you put in your mind that I mean either was or were. When I say verb to do means did. Okay, let us start. To form the negative in the past simple is either by using did not, this is the long form, or didn't as a short form or contraction. Plus you add the verb in infinitive verb. The verb in infinitive form. Means the basic form of the verb, okay? Like for example, did not write, did not eat, did not play, and blah 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 blah. And also we can form the past, the negative form of the verb to be as was not, or short form wasn't, plus the base form of the verb. Like she was happy yesterday. She was happy yesterday. This is for singular, was for singular, and were for plural. Were not or weren't, the short form, plus the base form of. This is the structure of building the negative. Let us go to, I want to give you some examples by using did not. Here, if I want an irregular verb, we said irregular, either we form it by ed or d. I played football yesterday. I want to say that. I want to make it negative. So I have to use here what? Did not. Why? Because I have the main verb here in the past. So it's going to be I did not, and then the infinitive form of played is play as it is. I didn't play football yesterday. Have you got this? Have you got this? It doesn't matter if I say she played tennis yesterday or last week or last month or 10 days ago. She, again we use negative did not because we have verb to do here, because here we have a verb. Did not, she did not play, change the past tense to infinitive form, basic form. She did not play tennis when? Yesterday. Then the negative form by using the verb to be, either was or were in the past. Here we have she was happy. Here I don't mean past continuous. Here simple past by using verb to be in the past. She was happy yesterday. So how can I form the negative? She was not or wasn't happy yesterday. This is for singular form, either he or she or it or I. Okay, for the plural, they were happy yesterday. They, don't forget Mr. Full Stop here. Here we have, this is a statement. They were happy yesterday. Make it negative. They were not. They were not happy yesterday. Have you got this? Okay. Now let us go to the questions. How to form the question. Okay. In the simple past. In the simple past tense. Okay. As you know that we have two kinds or two types of questions. Either yes or no answers or WH words. As we said before, WH words like what, where, why, which, who, and blah blah blah. We use the WH words to give more explanation to your answer, but here for short. Let us start with this. When we have a yes or no questions, we start, our question should be started with verb to be. We should start with verb to be either was or were, or verb to do in the past, because we are in the simple, so we should start our question with did. Are you ready for this? Now let us see. If someone say yes, they watched TV last night. They watched TV last night. Last night means past tense, adverb of time for an action happen and finish. So here that's why we use ed. What kind of, is it regular or irregular? It's regular because it ends with ed. So here, as the rule saying that if you have a statement or an answer with yes or no, we should start either with verb to be or verb to do. Let us see here what we are going to use. Is there here in my statement here, is there any verb to be? Have you seen here was or were? No. So I have to use what? Verb to be, because we have here watch it. So my question is going to start with did they, and then infinitive form. Did they watch TV last night? Did they watch TV last night? Question mark. Have you got this? Let us see if it is no. No, she didn't watch TV last night. How can I form the question? Did, because here I have verb to do. Did she watch TV last night? So the answer is going to be no, she didn't. Have you got this? So, and then this is where yes or no. Let us see if we have WH or long questions like this. Okay. If the sentence is she ate an apple yesterday, and I put for you one of the WH question what? After WH question, I have to use either verb to be or verb to do. This is a rule. Because we are in the past, I have to use after verb to be either was or were. If I have a verb, I have to use did. Here, do I have was or were? No, I have a verb. So I have to use verb to do. So what did she, then put the subject. What did she? The infinitive form of the verb ate. What did she eat yesterday? The answer is going to be she ate an apple. I'm asking about what she ate. Okay? And if I have for regular verb, they played football yesterday. Sorry, I'm using yesterday, but because it is a common adverb of time for the past. Here we have verb to do, verb to be, so, and then what did they play infinitive. What did they play yesterday? They played. The answer is going to be they played. Why I use played? Because I have did. Have you got this? And blah 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 blah. I think that it is better for us to answer the questions here. Of course, here the activity in page 13. Here in the homework that I gave it to you in the practice book, page 13, let us do only the questions of the simple past tense only, because the next video I'm going to explain the past continuous. Are you ready for this? So let us see here. The answer is John saw animals in the streets. This is a simple present, a simple past tense sentence. So here, and what about the verb so? So is it regular or irregular? So is in the past. Is it regular or irregular? It's irregular because the spelling change. The present is see. So John saw animals in the street. They gave us the first WH word with what? So because I have so I have to use verb to do. My verb to do here, so in the past I have to use did. What did? It is what did, and then put the subject. What did John see? What did John see? This is our question. So, what did John see in the trees? What did John see in the trees? Question mark. I use did because I have here verb to do so. And then let us go to the second. Here also we have simple past. John felt frightened. Here we have past tense. So I have to use, and then here I have the verb. My verb is in the past. What kind of past? Is it regular or irregular? It's irregular. The spelling change. The present is feel. The past tense is felt. So again here I should use verb to do. So after WH I have to use verb to do immediately. So my question is going to be who? We're asking who? How did John feel? We change it to the main or base form of the verb. Then let us go here. Make negative means either do not or did not. Or if we have verb to be, was not or were not. Here, the bird flew slowly. Here I have verb to do. I don't have was or were. So I should form my negative by did not. The bird did not, and then the infinitive form of my verb, fly slowly. Okay, and then it started to snow. Here, do I have was or were? No, I have do. I have verb. So here I have to use verb to do, which is in the past because my main verb is in the past, regular past, started. So I'm going to use my negative is it did not, and then the infinitive form of this start to snow. Okay, have you got this? Then here we have we knew the way. Do we have was or were? No. So I have verb to do because I have knew is irregular past. Why? Because it changes its spelling. They didn't add ed or d. So what is the main form of knew? It's know. Present no. So means that I have to use verb to do in the past. Okay, we did not know what? The way.